Early in the morning, Anna helps her boyfriend Bryce with his tie because he never gets the knot right. On the news, they talk about the discovery of the fifth victim of the serial killer known as Tearjerk Jack. At school, Anna teaches a very young class. One of the kids accidentally spills her cup while painting and Anna is disturbed by the way the water modifies the eyes of the cartoon. After work, Anna goes to a club with her friends Nina and Francine. She tells her friends that she can't join them for their annual trip because Bryce wants to take her to Vegas, which makes her friends wonder if he'll propose. At the end of the night, Anna decides to walk home. When she reaches the bridge, she sees a woman giggling with a man and thinks they're a happy couple. However, the woman suddenly drops dead and the man starts getting naughty with the body. At that moment Anna's phone rings and the killer hears it, so he looks up to discover he's been seen. Anna immediately starts running but accidentally trips and falls, losing her phone and bag in the process. The killer grabs her by the hair and throws her against some construction materials before attacking her with his blade. She puts her arms up to protect herself, so her hand gets slashed instead. Then the killer pushes her against the railing to attack again, however she slips and falls off the bridge. Anna hits her head before falling into the water so she only gets a distorted view of the guy's face. The murderer leaves after taking Anna's belongings. Thankfully the homeless man who lives under the bridge sees Anna and rescues her. Sometime later, Anna wakes up in the hospital. Bryce and her friends are in the room but she doesn't recognize them and doesn't let them come closer. A doctor explains that she's been unconscious for over a week and tries to give her a sedative, but Anna panics and runs out of the room. Bryce tries to stop her, however the doctor pulls him back saying she needs some space. There are two other doctors in the corridor and Anna is confused because they have the same face. She runs to hide in the bathroom and looks in the mirror. To her shock, she doesn't recognize her own face either, which makes her have a breakdown. Moments later a doctor shows Anna some pictures of the same man, but she sees a different face each time. The doctor concludes she has symptoms of face blindness. It's caused by a lesion on the temporal lobe, which is the area of the brain that allows a person to identify faces. Anna just woke up so it may be temporary, but if she doesn't get better she'll need to see a specialist. Afterward Bryce takes Anna home. She's slowly getting used to this new face and even lets him kiss her cheek. However, when he leaves the room to answer the phone and comes back, he has a different face and Anna gets anxious again. Bryce tells her the call was from a detective who wants to take her statement. He reveals he was the one who called her on the bridge and heard her fighting the killer. At the police station, the couple meets Detective Karist. He's found Anna's bracelet on the bridge but not her other things, so he asks her not to cancel her phone line because it may help them track the killer. Karist confirms that Anna encountered the infamous Tearjerk Jack but explains he can't offer protection for her because it's a tedious bureaucratic process that will take a while. The description she's given the police is pretty vague, so Karist shows her some pictures of their suspects to make her identify the man she saw. Anna gets upset and quickly leaves the office, so Karist comes yelling after her. Bryce and Anna have to explain what's happening while Anna sees all the cops with the same face. After the couple leaves, Karist goes to see the profiler Lanyon. Currently he's working with Nikki, the son of the first victim. He saw something but the trauma has left him mute, so he only makes creepy drawings. Karist tells his colleague about his case and Lanyon points out that Tearjerk Jack kills the victims before getting naughty with them. It seems he doesn't want to be seen as he truly is, and since Anna saw him he'll probably be very interested in her. In the middle of the night, Anna wakes up after having a nightmare about drowning in the river. She goes to the bathroom to freshen up and hates her reflection. Suddenly a hand grabs her from behind and slashes her neck, but at that moment she wakes up for real. Bryce is awakened by her moving and when he tries to kiss her good morning, she freaks out because he has another face. When he tries to kiss her on the lips, she offers her cheek instead. Meanwhile Karist returns to the bridge to interrogate the homeless man. Unfortunately he's incredibly drunk, so Karist leaves him his card. After the detective leaves, someone else visits the homeless man to kill him. At home, Anna chats with her dad, who is in another country and promises to return soon. At that moment someone rings the bell and Anna gets nervous, but it's just Nina and Francine. Once again Anna sees them with new faces. The duo shows her the newspaper, revealing that Anna's story is on the front page. Then they look at the pictures they posted on social media, but Anna gets upset because her face in the profile picture looks different from the club photos. Tired of feeling like this, Anna decides to see a specialist called Longencomp. The doctor looks at the x-rays and sadly confirms that the face blindness is permanent, but also explains that there may be one important face that Anna will never forget. When Anna finally returns to work, she sees all the kids with the same face too, so she makes them wear name tags. The rest of the day goes fine until Anna sees a man with an orange shirt outside the classroom staring at them. At that moment a mother arrives and distracts her, so the man outside disappears. The mother asks about her daughter because she can't find her and one of the kids says the girl left with her father. This makes the mother freak out because she has full custody and the school knew that her ex wasn't allowed to pick up her daughter. The kids keep making lots of loud noises and the mother keeps ranting at Anna, causing her to snap and yell shut up. Afterward the principal says that Anna is no condition to teach and suspends her for a few months. She'll only be allowed to come back if she's feeling better. On the train home, a man sitting next to Anna leaves and she's shocked to find her bag on the seat. She looks around but doesn't recognize any faces. At the bridge, the cops are investigating the death of the homeless man. Karist gets a call from Anna, who tells him that the killer is on the train. However, the only description she can provide is an orange shirt. Karist tells her to stay on the train before the call ends because of a tunnel. When a man with an orange shirt enters her car, Anna immediately hides. However, the man is getting closer, so she starts running from car to car as he chases after her. When he's about to catch her, Anna pulls the emergency lever and the train stops just as it arrives at the station. Anna yells at the guy while the cops rush inside to capture him, so the man expresses his confusion while calling Anna Snowflake. This makes her realize this guy is her father and she didn't recognize him, so she hugs him as she cries and apologizes. At home, Anna doesn't answer any calls and keeps touching her face in front of the mirror. The reflection never becomes normal, so she has another breakdown and ends up hitting the mirror, cracking it. Later, Anna goes to see Longenkamp again. The doctor shares that she used to have a career in music, but she lost it when an accident left her deaf. Anna is shocked because they've never had any issues chatting, so Longenkamp explains she's learned to read lips. Longenkamp tells her that people have an extra sense that the Japanese call muga. It's what allows a person to walk without having to think about putting a foot in front of the other. She doesn't want Anna to lose this sense, otherwise she'll become socially paralyzed like her sickest patients. After Anna assures her that she wants to live a normal life, Longenkamp shows her two little stones, which appear to be the same at first sight. However, a closer look reveals some differences, like a tiny crack. When she mixes them with other rocks, they're harder to find. Longenkamp wants Anna to focus on distinctive markers in people, like moles or tattoos. Anna looks at the rocks and finds the one with the crack, which makes her cry because she finally feels like she's making some progress. The next day, Anna helps Bryce with his tie. After he leaves for work, she uses colored pencils to draw the tie on her notebook. Later, Anna goes to pick up Bryce and is able to find him by searching for his tie and his rear. Bryce is very happy that she could find him and hugs her while saying that she's finally not crazy anymore. Anna doesn't want to upset him, so she pretends she's better instead of sharing her tricks. When they go home, they get naughty, but it's hard for Anna because she sees a new face every time she closes her eyes. That night, Anna goes to the club and finds her friends by recognizing their clothes. She finally tells them about her condition and asks them to keep the secret from Bryce. Sometime later, Longenkamp takes Anna to a busy street and teaches her how to read people's body language so she can handle crowds more comfortably. Anna stops by the newspaper stand and learns that Tearjerk Jack is killed again. At that moment, she's approached by a man who creepily says that she knows who he is, so Anna panics and runs to get a police officer. However, when she turns around, the mysterious man is gone. Afterward, Anna goes to the police station and is shocked to see Karist with the same face. As a test, she turns around and looks again, but he still looks the same. She's happy about it, although she doesn't understand why he's unique. Their conversation is interrupted by Lanyon, who is still taking care of Nikki. Lanyon admits he doubts the killer is after her, otherwise he would have already attacked. Anna explains she's come to do a lineup instead of looking at pictures because she may identify the killer through other means. After Lanyon leaves, Karist shares that his colleague theorizes Anna left an impression on the criminal because she saw him do something horrible and walked away. Karist also admits that when the first murder happened, Lanyon concluded the criminal was a sociopath, but Karist thought it was just a crime of passion. When the next murder happened, he realized Lanyon had been right, so he's trusted his word since. Anna then looks at Nikki waiting outside the office and he makes the gesture for silence. Afterward, Karist lets Anna look at their suspects in a lineup. She asks them to move around and make some gestures so she can study their body language. Unfortunately, none of them is the killer. After Anna leaves, Karist is informed that his request for witness protection has been denied. Karist gets so angry that his partner teases him for having a crush on Anna. Sometime later, Anna goes to the club with Bryce and her friends to celebrate her birthday. Anna is having fun on the dance floor and Bryce goes to the bar to get some drinks. When Anna loses sight of him, she takes out her notebook and finds him by searching for his tie. She kisses the guy only for the actual Bryce to appear behind her. It turns out someone has the same tie as him. Anna chases after an angry Bryce and shows him her notebook. He realizes she's been lying to her and that she's been picturing different men while they get naughty. Bryce can't take this anymore and breaks up with her before leaving. Then Anna gets a call from a mysterious voice wishing her a happy birthday. When she looks at the caller ID, she notices it's her old number. The voice describes how beautiful she looks tonight and Anna is terrified because it means the killer is in the club. He mocks her for not being able to distinguish him from her own father, but also says she's the only one he doesn't have to hide from. Before hanging up, he mentions that he's with one of her friends. Anna rushes to search for the girls and finds Nina, but Francine is missing. They look around and are horrified to discover that Francine has been murdered. Nina quickly pulls the fire alarm and the crowd panics while Anna keeps an eye on the man dropping Francine's body. Unfortunately, she can't recognize the face and he escapes. Minutes later, the police arrive and Lanyon comes out of the bathroom with a tie that seems to belong to the killer. Nina is having a breakdown and gives Anna her pepper spray before going home. Karist tells Anna that they keep trying to contact Bryce, but he won't answer the phone and mentions that the witnesses saw them arguing. Anna explains what happened and shows him her notebook, so Karist notices that Bryce's tie matches the one found by Lanyon. Karis takes Anna home and they find Bryce's jacket on the floor. When they pick it up, Anna's old phone falls out. However, she thinks he's being framed because Bryce had been on the phone when the killer attacked her. Not wanting to leave Anna exposed, Karis announces he'll take her out of town. The next morning the duo arrives on Coal Island where Karis grew up. The community is very small, so Terry's only one doctor and one school with just one teacher for every grade. Anna agrees to take a break here for now. In the evening, Karis informs her that they've arrested Bryce, who denies everything. Anna shares how it feels like she's losing her identity and Karis admits that when he met her, it felt like he already knew her. They share a sweet moment and end up kissing, which quickly turns into naughty times. Anna is delighted to see the same face throughout the whole experience. The following morning, Karis decides to shave his face. The sound of the blade makes Anna have a nightmare about the killer and his face mixes with Karis's. When he checks on her, Anna wakes up and is startled by a new face, so she smashes a lamp on his head. Karis explains that he shaved and Anna has a breakdown, realizing that she never knew Karis's real face. The beard made him easily to identify, so she's clung to that image since she met him. At that moment Karis gets a call informing him that the DNA tests were negative, meaning Bryce isn't the killer. Anna thinks about the nightmare she just had and realizes she can recognize faces in her dreams. The duo returns to the city to visit Longencamp, who explains that hypnotism isn't always reliable and could have a bad effect on her mental health. However, Anna wants to do it anyway because she believes the answer is in her dreams. Longencamp uses gentle words to put Anna to sleep and guides her through her memories. The night on the bridge is blurry, but she can tell that the same face has been following her around. She also realizes that the killer had been in the police station during the lineup and that he was the guy she kissed because of the tie trick. Afterward, Karis makes Anna stay in his apartment before going to work. Because of what Anna saw about the lineup in her dream, Karis sends his men to recapture all the suspects. Meanwhile, Anna grabs a picture of Karis and draws a beard on him, which helps her see the old face. She then gets a text from Bryce asking her to meet him later. At the club, Anna finds Bryce because of his bad tie knot. Bryce apologizes for how he acted and orders drinks, yet Anna gets nervous because he asks for something she doesn't like. As Lanyon enters the club and watches them from afar, Bryce gives her the Vegas tickets and an engagement ring, but Anna turns down his proposal. She's realized that she doesn't truly love him because his face changing wouldn't matter if she did. Bryce says he didn't expect this after her text message and rushes to the bathroom, so Anna checks his phone and discovers that he got the same message as her but signed with her name. In the bathroom, Lanyon appears behind Bryce and smashes his head on the mirror to kill him. He steals his clothes and drops the body in the toilet. At the table, Anna tries to call Karis, but he left his phone in the car. When Lanyon returns wearing Bryce's clothes, Anna doesn't recognize him and tells him they must leave because they've been set up. Meanwhile, Karis gets in his car with one of the suspects. He listens to his voicemail and gets worried when he learns that Anna is out with Bryce. At that moment, the suspect complains about the last lineup because Lanyon had been very rude to him. Karis starts thinking about his friend and finally puts the clues together, realizing he was the culprit all along. He's been tampering with the evidence and using Nikki as a smokescreen. Outside the club, Anna walks with Lanyon and finally notices that his tie knot is perfect. She pretends she's about to kiss him and pepper sprays his face before running away. Lanyon starts chasing her, and as they run down the street, Karis sees them and leaves the car to join them. At the corner, Anna freezes when some youngsters rollerblade around her. Karis appears next to Lanyon and they both pull out their guns. Since they're wearing the same uniform, Anna sees them with the same face. The rollerbladers bump into one of the cops and make him drop his gun, so Anna picks it up. The armed cop headbutts the unarmed one to bring him down, only to then pull out a blade that confirms he's Lanyon. As soon as she gets an opening, Anna runs to the bridge. She can see that the guys came for her, but she still can't identify them, so she climbs over the railing and starts walking on the edge. Karis yells to ask her to stay hidden and Lanyon tries to shoot him. The noise startles Anna and she almost falls. While ranting about Nikki and Anna, Lanyon moves fast and finally finds her. Anna desperately holds on to avoid falling and tries to shoot him, but the gun has the safety on. Lanyon hides again before she can fix it. Then Anna returns to the bridge. Karis tries to approach her, so she shoots at the ground to keep him away. He mentions Coal Island, however anyone could know where Karis comes from. Suddenly another Karis appears and Anna realizes he's the real one because of the blood from the headbutt. Lanyon tries to attack her, but Karis warns her and she shoots him just in time. When Karis tries to take his gun, Lanyon drags him behind the construction materials and they start to fight. Anna can't see them well and doesn't know who to shoot. Eventually a gun goes off and one of the men drops dead. It's the real Karis who comes out, however he's been wounded as well. Anna runs to his side and says she loves him, but Karis doesn't believe it and dies in her arms. It then starts to rain and washes off the blood, so his face changes in Anna's eyes. Sometime later, Anna is working as a teacher on Coal Island. Thanks to the small population, she can recognize everyone through their body language. There's only one face that never changes and it belongs to her daughter. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.